playing IGV.
Oh, what a reaction. My God.
I guess.
My God.
I guess. Had it's just evaporated.
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 My God. Can, and it looks
Wouldn't have mattered there. Would have got a kill regardless. So I want to talk about this Battle Fairy Monkey.
all these structures like this during the duration of your Aegis.
Yeah. And the nice thing about the way that they did it is that they got the creep wave pressed in on both sides so that one exorcism gets both towers. Now that is value.
Yeah, although now Aegis will be timing out in about another minute.
Yeah.
And I don't... Wow, actually, the IGV are smoking up. Cicada breaks the smoke in the mid lane, but the rest of his team keeps moving.
I think they want to take a fight when exorcism is down. Monkey King having 2 life might be annoying, but... Oh, Blink Duel! CTY just jumps away, drops at the Wukong command. The Duel's gonna be there on the right side, but now... Monkey King caught out on the left side, but him just zoning this area out means the rest of the team can't follow up on that duel.
And Faith Beyond ends up with the winner. Glimpse back. CTY is not going to be able to catch this disruptor. On the AI splash, yeah, that's not going to work either.
I mean, giving Batrider 14 damage doesn't matter at all, so...
What are you talking about? He's going to take the... Damn, he doesn't have any talent, but synergize the right-click Batrider.
I mean, you
I was
can't...
hoping it was going to be some clown plus 120 damage, 25 or something like that.
You can't even right-click when you're Lasso, so it wouldn't make sense to give him plus damage talents.
True. You can tell that to techies, though.
I mean, Tekis has long attack range, so it kind of makes sense there.
I guess. But Batrider's an agi hero. Right, no, he's an anti-hero. Yeah, so...
Oh.
You just got... Oh my god, what a chrono.
Thank you for coming in right into my 2-man chrono. SRF steals 1 kill. Looks for another, but couldn't find a guy to duel. Monkey King, get out of there.
He's fine. They have a general idea of where he is, but right. Actually, they do have scan up, so they could go for it, but Monkey King's way too fast.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
King looks like he makes sense.
True. But Death Prophet has completed 1 Lincoln's. But I guess, you know, every single core is looking out for themselves.
I mean, you got Blink Duel, you got X and Glimpse. All of these spells could be fatal, so...
Well, that's true, but then why not go BKB though?
Good call. I don't know. I think having the Lincolns will allow you to react, because I don't think they're going to be able to break you that quickly. Although we've been seeing players do stuff like blink in, Halberg, and then duel. That's definitely an option. It wouldn't surprise me if either of these cores go back for a BKB later. It might be one of those Lincoln's BKB go.
Yeah, although I guess maybe part of the reason is because Queen of Pain hasn't really been too relevant. Cicada has a lot of...
Oh, that Chronosphere though grabs 3. They will lose a Disruptor. And now Void out of mana at this point, but... Looks like it's actually Ehome on the run. On the back line here, oh, Chicken comes in a fight. The Blink Duel is going to be on point, and now they are going to get the kill. Sonic Wave on the back line. And again, Ehome, the fight selection has just been really poor.
Yeah, such great team fight, and oftentimes once you see an initiating spell like Chronosphere be put down, and you're like, well, okay, we have Exorcism Death Prophet, but that's just one hero. The rest of your team needs to be around her. She can't go in initiating from a different angle that she did just there. If you have like the protection of Wukong's command around the Death Prophet, then you can kind of dictate where the fight goes. But yeah, that Prophet did not choose the right angle of attack for that fight.
I think the other big thing is that both their wards right now are in the enemy jungle, so they're completely blind in jungle, so
woods, you will stay in the area, which for this one ward near where Legion Commander is, they were camping there. This is the ward that they placed whenever they were pushing both tier 2 towers simultaneously. Right. So it had value there, but then they kind of gave control of that jungle. They moved back as a team towards their half of the map, and that makes both of these wards useless.
Alright, Batrider finishing that BKB. Basically makes Glimpse not a breakable move against his lasso anymore. Of course, BKB is just a good general item here. By the way, it's been at least 10 minutes that Monkey King could one-hit KO entire creep wave with his balance right now, so that's where you really know you're the top dog. And he's about to hit level 25. Most likely gonna take the plus 100% balance strike crit, but we'll see if he feels the need to tank up a little bit more.
He's had some, I think very briefly he had Scotty in his quick butt, so I imagine that his plan is to tank up with that's a scam.
Monkey can cancel his teleport, so he has to just leg it. And now Roche dropping it extremely fast. Uh-oh. If they lose a Roche like this, it looks like they might have to take a 5v4. Blink back, BKB coming right in. BKB, everybody's having BKB. Now they're going to focus on the Batrider. Batrider just straight up dies. On the backline, they get the Disruptor. Monkey King finally joins the fight here. Roshan is extremely low. Wukong command flies out as well. Great Wukong command, but the Chrono on top of him. They're not killing him though, thanks to the bonus armor that it's getting, but they still get the Aegis. No, Aegis Immortal actually goes to the old chicken. He just walked in with his exorcism and then just zoned everybody out. Great balance strike. They got the stun. They got the silence. Sakata's gonna get the press the attack and blink back out. Huge victory here by Ehome. They lost a Batrider right from the get-go, but with the exorcism as well as Wukong command zoning people out of the pit, Ehome just walked in and took the Aegis.
Whenever Batrider died, I was almost positive that Ehome were just like, well, we can try to stall, but I don't really know if this is going to be enough time. But exorcism does so much damage. I can't believe that Death Prophet didn't even get close to death. I guess Hood must have helped out a little, but this isn't like a super tanky. She doesn't have Veil for armor. She only has Lincoln's, which blocks one spell. Yeah, the Hood helps against spell damage, but still, the fact that she was able to go face first the Roche pit after that flame break kind of split everything up is pretty impressive. And they didn't even have Wukong's command for that fight initially, so I can't believe it went so for IGV if they break the X.
Yeah. We saw a lot of that out of FY yesterday. Gonna see a little bit more here today as well. Dogfight's gonna survive that. Great Gimmer Clay jumps right back in. Ice Blast gonna be there as well. And Fire going right for it. He's got the cheese. Won't be able to use under Static Storm. Is he going to get extra damage? Yes, he is. He will die for this, though. Oh, Chicken's going to go down as well. Looks like Ehome overstayed their welcome. But I say that, though. Great blink in. HYM is going to assassinate the Disruptor. And he's rolling back out. All right. Exorcism down for 30 seconds, but I think they could sit here for a bit. Wait for the Monkey King to come back. Although, actually, Monkey King has a very long respawn time thanks to his very high levels.
Yeah, they're gonna have to pick off Old Chicken new enough right damage to justify staying here. And Void and Queen of Pain are good at pushing out the wolf. That's not worth. Oh, well, actually, they're staying here though.
They have exorcism in 10 seconds. Maybe that's why they're thinking about.
If you want to be Monkey King, you shouldn't commit to that. So they are very happy with how the last like 4 minutes have gone.
It feels like IGV would always win the small engagements. They get a ton of pickoffs, but then they lose every fight that actually matters.
I don't really know if that's a product of their. Part of the reason we're doing so well early on is because they had a level advantage. Spells were just. Pain has gone for a BKB. Legion Commander has gone for a BKB. Faceless Void went for a Mana Style, which is it's a damage item, but Void has better damage items if he wants to be like just pure offense. And so I don't really know if it was in their best interest to go for so many defensive items.
Here we go, Ehome gonna smoke it up. By the way, we have Earth Spirit working towards an Aghanim Scepter. To solve that melee range.
Right. Yeah, you always need a blink dagger if you're. Your scan is.
That rider is ahead by him. Three heroes killed, and Ehome with the remaining of that little bit of exorcism could go mid. CTY already pushing the creep wave in very nicely.
Purge off one.
Alright. 25 seconds to the Faceless Void. He still has the Chronosphere, I guess that's the plus side. Big balance strike. Lasso. Ooh, the Lincoln's blocking it. And now Great X finding the Bat Rider. The BKB is going to get used to actually make that X do nothing. And on the backside, they will get a dual victory on the AA.
That's a lot of hatred for a 5 position, but take whatever you can get. I don't think IG are planning on fighting like the next 2 minutes anyway, so go for the Sonic Wave. It's not that big of a deal. It's they try. We mentioned early on, like the glimpse, the X. It's not useful whenever you deal with spell immunity.
I mean, it's not the worst.
It could have been a lot worse.
No. They actually.
Radiant's bottom
Oh, Monkey King's a tree. Yeah, he's TP'd up.
Radiant
What do you think about this mechanism build?
They're very. I mean, could guess what.
Alternative is, does he go for damage? Does he try and become a damage dealer at this point? But it seems that he's just interested. He has 3 cores on his team. Like I said, these cores have gone for offensive items, and he's also going for defensive items. And they're still not really having fights despite all that defense.
I don't like the choice of this defensive item though. I think if you're gonna go defensive item, you should go pipe instead of mech, because there's an AA on the other side who is going for now an Aghanims. So the effectiveness of that,
or Force Staff.
Yeah.
I think Force Staff would be good as well.
or even something like Crimson would not be bad against the Wukong command.
That's true.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
Dyer's just gonna wait for the next Roche. It's 1 minute away, but they can wait.
Well, Radiant not exactly waiting. I think they're looking for perhaps a smoke and kill. No smoke of Radiant heroes just yet. Gonna be there.
Oh, no.
There's a Lincoln's on fire. They're gonna throw everything on him. That should be enough to get him dead. Yes, there is. He buys back immediately. Is his team actually looking for the lasso? Is gonna find one and face this wall. He gets X back a little bit too late. He jumps now to the low ground. Do they have more lockdowns? The question. This buyback so far not doing much here for the Monkey King. Balance strike on the back line. They got a glimpse, driving people away. So far, a very clean retreat from IGV. Looks like they will lose super, but still, you gotta kill on the Monkey King. You gotta buy back. But here's the thing, I don't think they have enough to prevent the Roshan from being taken by Ehome.
No,
Oh.
not without the disruptor. Oh, whoa.
Okay, I think he still gets X back.
Remnant.
Yep, he does, but it would still kill him. Alright.
So that's why they committed to Archer. I guess turning him into a remnant means that you can't get X back. I didn't know that.
No, he does get X back, right? I mean, he came back to where he was, though. I don't know. Backside, Void does not have Chrono for 40 more seconds. I do believe this is going to be the melee racks. Balance strike flies through, hits nobody. CTY needs to be careful. He does not buy back. They see flyby. Flyby is going to jump away. Nice block on the row here. And now Monkey King on the high ground. He will jump to the low ground. He'll be fine. And now Terran looking to roll himself out of there. Fabian's going to be low as well. He drops a gem. That's a big victory here for IGV. And the other critical
Disruptor can glimpse. Yeah, I know, but if he gets a static Thunderstrike off first, but not gonna work.
What do you think about the choice of Ehome to buy back the Monkey King, get the engagement, but instead of getting the Roche, they go for the push? I mean, they might be they got the racks, which is big, obviously, but I'm thinking the Aegis might be even a bigger deal.
Yeah, I agree. It was split decision making because they wanted to do something during the last moments of that exorcism. Oh man, this Ice Blast.
That Rider's gonna buy back as well.
Aghanim Scepter Ice Blast.
It will last quite a long time. So they still defend the Roshan. Although it was a very costly defense. Monkey King hopping around. The mech comes through, does absolutely nothing.
Super. What the boundless?
Okay, Wukong Command's gonna fly out as well, but Roshan's gonna get claimed here. Aegis Cheese going to the IGV heroes. This is looking to be a very big disaster here. Chronosphere just for one. They glimpse him right back out. Yulceptor's gonna keep himself alive. Okay, kind of a big throw here by Super, but looks like the bolt's gonna ship you enough. The kick out. He's in a stone right now, but I don't think it matters. No, it does. He's actually on the back line, but looks like Sakata's gonna track him down. The Sonic Wave's gonna get the kill. Sakata very, very tanky. And now he blinks away. Torn's gonna hit on all three, okay? Very good AoE damage being splashed about. Terran jumps away. Sakata's gonna jump right back in. Terran's still letting that magnetize rip. Another row, another going through. Monkey King looking to jump out as well. And I do believe Ehome might be out of gas here. They used 2 buybacks previously. One on the Bat Rider, one for the Monkey King. And they're losing these fights.
I think Lincoln's Sphere on Monkey King is coming back to bite him. Monkey King, BKB would not be that. We're only like 2.
Maybe we're easily.
And Ehome has Spirit doesn't want to initiate because he's got Prophet can't initiate because she the damage, so it's up to Monkey King.
I think the biggest problem is that this Bat Rider was unable to do his job. Not to say that he's played poorly, it's so good against the back.
Now they have one defense remaining. Chrono is up, Sonic Wave is up. All
Front, that's gonna be on the DP. Can they save the DP? No. That'll be it.
well, the Monkey King tried to had a 4v5 engagement in favor of Ehome. lot of Visage or something?
10
Where?
seconds remaining.
Not everywhere.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but OG always does that. That's OG's special.
Radiant team pick.
I'm okay with that. In fact, if anything, I see support Visage less frequently than core Visage, so I'm even more curious. Visage, you put him in a super aggressive tri-lane so you can. Alright. I'm still okay with it because it's never been the early game of supports that has me engaged. It's what they do towards the mid and late game. What do you optimize as a Vicious? Is Solar Crest still the thing to do?
IGV's turn to battle.
A world devourer.
Radiant team ban.
And he may not even need to be too concerned about getting mana regen items now that he has an OD on his team. One of the biggest issues with this is you'll have the mana for maybe like 1 or 2 soul assumptions in the team fight, 1 grave shill, and then after that you really need to think about where you want to put that 5th soul assumption because chances are it's going to be the last one before you run out of mana. So that was one of the reasons why Solar Crest was so good, is because it was a really good mana regen item. But with an OD to team fight against, chances are you're bound to get at least 1 essence or a proc, so I like this OD pick quite a bit.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, dude, how do you even have farming patterns as a Visage? It probably you rush level 6. Whoa. All right. Well, we have not seen any of this in this qualifier thus far. Visage is new, Omni Knight is new, so I'm very excited.
10 seconds remaining. 5
Puck OD and Omni would be my call, but I guess so. What are your options? Yeah, but what, it was Omni really going to be like, oh my, IGV was like, oh my god, it's the fabled Omni, whatever, 1 position. I think it's gonna be a 1 position Omni, and then it could be. Yeah, it's gonna be a 1 position Omni, I'm pretty sure, which is gonna be pretty sick. Do you think this last ban Drow Ranger threw a King Ehome's plans by IGV?
Behold the
Choose your
horn of
hero.
Magnus.
Alright. Well, they're betting their tournament lives on this oddball draft, and I respect that. CTYOD. Okay. Offlane Omni Knight. roaming Earthshaker. It's gonna be a mid Visage. Oh wait, no, sorry, mid Puck. My bad. Go on.
Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah, I agree. He's been an anchor for IGV's drafts, and he never really requires that much help in his lane either, because you know there are plenty of times where like a mid player will be the anchor for a team, but that also like vacuums up a bunch of resources from the rest of the team, whereas SRF, he's just reliable with minimal resources dedicated to him. Right.
Which is, I think, as an offlaner, those are the quality that you want to look for.
Well, we'll see how he's going to be able to deal with a Outworld Devourer in his lane. If he does choose to go for that, they could try to dodge.
By the way,
but it looks like, yeah.
They're messing up this cog thing again.
Oh, I forgot to check.
Yeah.
Well, what's the time?
They're at 4 right now.
3 o'clock.
They're 4 right now.
They're at 4.
You shouldn't be at 4. You should be either at 3, 6, or 9.
Right.
All right.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, 12 o'clock. The old 12 o'clock. I'm a fan of 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
I'm just disappointed. How do you not practice this? This is like basic shit.
It's okay. Then maybe they'll go for your strategy on Ehome, like we were suggesting last time we saw the strategy, which was you counter all these initial souls by just roaming on it super early on. Although there is no smoke on the side of Ehome, so it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not.
And Dire even got some good wards out, although this Dire ward, I don't know.
This one
if
saw this
SRF
one.
was able to successfully play it. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
so he wasn't under smoke.
So they could D-ward. Yeah, in fact, SRF drops a sentry for the Shadow Fiend as well, or for whoever. Looks like Clock has it. So this is not a good look already for Ehome. Puck is gonna get wrecked in the mid lane.
Well, we'll see how much help Terran gives, but even though, yeah, an Earthshaker cannot help as much as a Clockwork, that's for sure. So Old Chicken's definitely gonna have a tough time.
Actually, base damage wise, Old Chicken has 70. Shadow Fiend has 73. So it's not terrible. It's just that it just gets worse. As you know, obviously,
right.
As he gets more damage.
You need to establish an advantage early on against Shadow Fiend. That's like the textbook way to do it. And if you're getting zoned out with cogs,
Ooh.
oh, it doesn't even get to farm it.
Nice.
Oh, the plays.
Good denies. All right, he shows orb, so no phase. Ooh, getting some denies in. Okay. All right, how's our top lane looking? Because I think this is the most interesting lane. You got a farming Faith BN and a Visage. Now the problem with Visage in a lane composition like this is that he has 0 base armor. He doesn't have cloak, so super trading right hits with him. Well, whenever this Grave Shield is not on him, is quite good.
True, but once he gets a playing cloak, it's gonna get a little bit easier. The only thing, oh, nice block.
Nice, another Grave Shield, and that's gonna be a kill. First Blood goes to Innocence. Great.
I wonder if he could go for boots, because I think that would be a pretty solid call in this situation.
Visage. We'll see. Oh,
Yes, he does.
just the boots.
Alright, so now let's get a little bit easier. The thing I was going to mention is, if he didn't get First Blood, Gravekeeper's Cloak may have been a little bit less useful against an A than other heroes, because Chilling Touch plus an auto attack, 2 separate damage instances, not one unified damage instance, and so you can take off 2 layers with just 1 attack. And then obviously Cold Feet. Actually, I don't know if Cold Feet does enough DOT damage to take off any.
Definitely
stats,
not the
so maybe,
earlier levels of it.
Yeah, not level 1, that's for sure.
And our last lane is the 1v1 between CTY's OD versus SRF on the Magnus. And of course, this should be, in theory, an OD favor lane. But look at the CS. The OD's behind significantly. I'm sure Empower helps a little bit. In fact, he's leveling up Empower to get the extra damage, but... Really?
Well, he has Empower plus Quelling Blade, so he's dealing like 80 damage per tick,
Yeah,
like,
but don't you just...
on creep, that is.
Don't you just Astro him and then CS and stuff like that?
You don't have enough mana for that at level 1. You need more points in Essence Aura before you can reliably start doing
He's
that.
also leveling up Essence Aura, which I find... Generally, you level up Essence Aura if you're looking to do the orb build. Kind of interesting.
No, he needs all the regen he can so he can spam out the Astral.
Alright, SRF loves to do this kind of... Wait. The creep. Too fast. Shockwave it. No, they run so fast. Come back.
He's not gonna go for the shockwave. What a shame. What's the most irritating hero to go up against as a melee hero? So Void's against Omni. Would you say it's Omni, Ursa, or Tidehunter?
Monkey King.
Monkey King. Okay.
Yeah, that's up there, right? Bat Rider, maybe?
You can get close for last hits every once in a while against a Monkey King, but I think
to a certain point, right?
Lasts longer than Jingo. Yeah, well, yeah, to a certain point.
Yeah. And then once he gets phase boost, then things gets really rough.
Curtains. But Faith Beyond is having a beautiful time. He's farming as much as the Omni-Nut is. I mean, sorry, he's farming as much as the Magnus is.
Yeah. Well, it's good that they're having a good top lane, because that's the only lane that they're having a good time in. Chicken's getting absolutely wrecked by Sakata on the mid lane, and somehow, someway, SRF is getting farmed. He's gonna get the bounty rune. Is he gonna drag it to a creep wave? Looks like we're gonna see the long drag around.
Oh, he was stalling. He didn't want to show that Clockwork picked up the rune, so he was making sure that the creeps didn't get vision. As now Clockwork has been spending a lot of time mid, finished off Tranquil Boots, has an Arcane Rune, and 2 points of battery, so we'll see where he goes with this. Ideally, he finds the Shaker. If he finds the Shaker, that's the kill. I
do find it strange that SRF is doing this drag in a 1v1 matchup. I think that's exactly what he did in the first game as well, in the LC versus the Monkey King. Yeah, but it makes sense because you're up against Monkey King. You don't want to, trade hits with him. But here, I think it's much more defensible. He has a poor man shield as well, so I don't know. I just find this super curious.
Well, OD has now gotten levels. He was taking advantage, because when he was in the Legion Commander matchup, he did it at level 1 because he didn't want to have to deal with Jingo. Here, he took some experience, laning against the OD, but now that OD's level 5 and Magnus is level 4, I can see why he's a little bit reluctant to continue that head-to-head match.
Well, speaking of head-to-head, Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. At least 20 denies.
At least.
Okay. Chicken checking the north side with the orb, but that means he doesn't have orb now.
Top lane super.
Hold that thought.
Down to a fissure block.
Mid lane, double raises. The second raise, it gets phased. Chicken barely survives. Didn't watch that one, but looks like they just ran him down with the orb of venom and boots.
Yeah, and a good old-fashioned fissure block. Faith Beyond is getting so much out of the top lane.
Well, I guess on paper, Ehome does have a lot to go against Chronosphere, right? They got Guardian Angel, which of course will get diffuser bladed down the line. Stock fights runs right in, but doesn't seem like he'll get the jump. And also they have defensive Astro as a way to save targets. That's probably the biggest and most reliable way. So I think learning from the game 1 mistake, which is basically IG, whenever they got Chrono, they got kills. They have multiple ways to save now.
Yeah, assuming that they want to play together as a team, because the problem is your heroes need to be all together, and the best time for your heroes to be all together is when you're pushing. But Ehome does not push very well.
Or when you're defending,
I suppose, but you never really want to have to be in that situation where 5 of your heroes are defending, unless if you're at high ground. You want someone to be performing, and you usually want that someone to be in one position, just to be OD.
Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. Coil's gonna get used here, and I do believe this Shadow Fiend is dead. Silence gonna be there. He's gonna try to juke around. There's really nowhere for him to go. And he goes down. Maybe his time was better spent if he just raised that entire creep wave. Get that gold and...
Efficiency.
Yeah, he's gonna die anyways. There's a huge ass camp here. As a Shadow Fiend player, maybe you think about just teleporting there to clean that up.
Maybe, actually, yeah. I mean, if I was Shaker, I would totally echo slam that.
I don't even know if you could clear that with level 1 Echo Slam.
No, probably not.
Okay, Puck is moving up top here as Vaporeon's giving him the hammer.
Oh, and they tried to do a cute little pull.
Oh, this
but
one? Yeah.
It gets interrupted by defense.
Oh, they're gonna farm this. Oh my god. Ooh.
Oh, that feels good. They collapse.
Wait, Shadow Fiend's here.
Fabian's
very low. Couple raises come in. They want Innocence. That's gonna be the kill. No, Grave Shield. He's walking so fast. The uphill miss, and he's out of there. He does have a TP. Can he juke around? But there's a haste rune on Sokka.
SF.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
No.
Shadow Fiend immediately goes up to full souls after that death. Very nicely done for him.
Still, I think that's absolutely worth committing the resources to bring the Puck up top to farm that account. Especially seeing as how Puck is, like, yeah, basically half the CS of Shadow Fiend right now. What's SRF been up to? Oh, he's got his Iron Talon.
Yeah, just
He's stacking some agents.
straight up jungling, using the wood to the full efficiency.
Oh, but he's missing out on this camp. I mean, this creep experience. Yeah. Although maybe it's a good thing, because these Radiant wards indicate that they want to kill SRF when they get the opportunity, but he's playing so defensively. Neither of these wards are really doing anything other than making CT, I feel, a little bit more safe farming as OD.
Right. I'm glad they now put Innocence on the bottom lane. I feel like Vaporeon's gotten all the help that he needed. Perhaps even maybe more help than he needed in the first place. And now he needs to look to get his own level 6. I definitely think you give him the tome if you can.
Innocence?
Yeah, because once he gets to level 6, he's actually the strongest hero on the map. Like, even stronger than some of the core heroes. The birds are just so insane.
They're going to continue being pretty important, which is why I'm glad that Cicada is going to be going for a Dragon Lance.
Yeah, going for that build that we mentioned the other day. We saw, I believe, Paparazzi going for that build, or was it somebody else? It might have been actually Sakura himself. Oh no, it was maybe playing the Shadow Fiend, right?
Oh yeah, it was maybe Chronosphere. Right on, man. That. Oh, what a fissure though,
dude. But I actually messed up Shadow Fiend a little bit. Repel TP.
Yeah, I did.
Needed to Guardian Angel. Oh, repel, then Guardian Angel, then TP.
Oh yeah, but that's true actually. He may have actually lived there.
Yeah, he definitely would have lived.
Yeah.
It's a little
yeah, that's true.
Picnic. If you did it in the other order though, that would have been a little silly.
Bye-bye wants to keep going on turn, but instead they're just going to continue pushing the tower. They have a siege creep.
Koyo's going to get used on the mid lane here, and the bird just flying over the cogs. No problem there. Easy kill.
Shadow Fiend wants revenge though, but a big soul assumption says get out.
So even though he does go for the soul assumption max, sometimes this isn't really like the build you go for. Sometimes you see player actually maxing out Gravekeeper's Cloak and keeping soul assumption at like 1 or 2 points. It's more important that your birds and your heroes survive than you actually nuking and killing people. I think the reason
they have such long range initiation that like he's able to stay really far back in the fights, and his bird's probably going to beat the AoE of the cloak, because you've got fissure range, you've got dream coil with illusory orb initiation. Chances are Innocence is going to be able to move fast enough to get in range to cloak his familiars. Is one of them? Oh, they survive.
Yeah. No, actually, the range of your Gravekeeper is actually pretty long. I think the reason that he's gone for this build is because they have an OD, so that as the fight breaks out, like mana is not an issue. Normally you don't max out your nuke because you might have fire maybe 1 to 2 in a fight, and then you're just completely done. But this game, he doesn't need to worry about that as much. Ooh.
I see Gravekeeper's Cloak as a 900 AoE as Terran gets the kill on flyby with that fissure.
Yeah, 900 is pretty big, right?
Not really. That's like, well, it's standard aura range.
Yeah.
But Visage is slow as hell. 379 moves with boots. Man, they're looking for super.
Oh.
Super's giving them an old loop-de-loop. Oh, he's sweating.
Oh. Meanwhile, smoke gank happening on the bottom side. Looks like Coil and the birds cleaning one up. Top lane fight breaking out here. Guardian Angel's used, but he's not doing nearly enough damage to repel TP. And but he didn't hit him. Yeah, they got him. I think with the 2 deaths that he had back to back, he's given away a big part of his lead.
That's okay. He forced out a chrono. Now you get this bot. Yeah, again, we've noticed how they don't really have the best pushing lineup aside from the Visage. So anything they can get to help the mechanism, you're gonna need that to be able to finally group up and take advantage of stuff like Guardian Angel and Dreamcoil and Sanity's Eclipse.
Alright. Flyby farming with that Mask of Madness and Empower. Oh, it looks like OD is gonna get a 4 staff as well. Pretty standard build.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Both the cores are going for pikes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They glyph this. I don't think SRF has revealed that he's a blink tagger yet. So,
Oh, God.
wait, he's standing underneath this radiant ward.
Oh. Astro. No! The wrong one! Wrong one! And he immediately dies. Ice Blast preventing the heal from actually doing anything. Dogfights on the back line, and this team is absolutely surrounded. Skewer, no RP. RP still available, not going to use it yet. They blow up the Shadow Fiend. SRF trying to pour it out, can actually blow him up. Ooh, that calm under pressure.
Oh man, shield.
Yeah.
Is under attack.
Somehow,
Going on worse.
I think I wonder if CTI misclicked, because I think if he Astro himself, he would have survived.
Maybe it's like some weird interaction with the cast animation, like, I don't know, if he is able to get it off on a target that hits him or something, because I feel like I saw him struggling again, and then he was just like, screw it, I'm gonna go for the clockwork to target, and somehow he pulled it off. Is that a flyby? There is not very much mana on this shaker.
Fissure, the birds are coming in. Nice rainy rip, but defensive RP is gonna get used. Ice Blast gonna be here. Chronosphere making sure that Ice Blast hits. He jumps forward. That's 1 kill. Puck is already out of there. And the birds, one of them died immediately, and the other one will do so to a shockwave.
Tower is under attack.
And then Puck is TPing out,
Alright.
no way to cancel it.
Good hold on that RP. Didn't use it in the last team fight, but definitely made it up here.
Dire structures are fortified.
Although they won't have it for the siege now.
Is under
I don't know if Ehome are going to be interested in defending it, but it doesn't look like any of their teammates are reacting. Faith Beyond picks up a TP. He's still not going.
Astro just got used to farm, so CTY's gotta be careful. Clockwork Hook's gonna hit. He won't have Astro, but he does have the Force
Nice
Staff.
force.
And now Fissure, easy block. What a bait here. And now Dogfight's out of mana. He does have a wand, but
Give me the int. Give me the int.
there you go.
Oh, Dream Coil onto the AA. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, Solar Crest
Making some
completed.
solid moves, and they don't even have the Visage around. Usually whenever you see these random picks, it's compliments of familiars pouring in a bunch of damage, but it's just IGV, I guess, moving in a little too aggressively. Now Cicada is all alone in this top lane.
Oh, we gotta be careful. This could be an easy solo kill by Visage. Okay, or not.
Omni-Knight wasn't in position.
Yeah. Oh.
Does force out a fair number of reactions.
By the way, this is why this is not the build. I don't know how good Innocence is as a Visage player, but I've talked to AI a lot about how to scale Visage. You definitely want your Grave Shield to be a level 2. In fact, he goes like 2-2-2 by level 7, which is absolutely ridiculous. But the second point of Grave Shield, I mean, you saw how he Grave Shield and the Shadow Fiend just walked away.
Right.
You need higher level of Grave Shield, especially against high mobility heroes like Mask of Madness, Shadow Fiend. So, I still think that maxing out your nuke is not the way to go. I think he does more. Like you use your bird more than your nukes, but
yeah, but he was ideally looking for these kills early on in the laning phase, and he got a few Soul Assumption nukes off. I don't know if they contributed to any kills, as now Puck gets a kill onto the Clockwork, who was just doing some exploring. Actually, I don't know what Clockwork was doing.
I think he thought about warding.
He doesn't have any wards in his inventory, though.
All right. Actual ward.
And the rest of his team is bot.
Tyrion, by the way, has Echo Slam. We'll use it immediately. Nice. Hammers dropped as well. Immediate kill. And now they have the Astro, but looks like Shadow Fiend will force staff himself out.
Odie has blink.
Yeah.
He can blink for this, but he's not going to go for it. This is such a crazy mobile line that you don't have. They have 3 blink daggers on their Earthshaker, Puck, and OD, and then a 4 staff on top of that for OD.
Over under on CTY blinking at Chronosphere.
You can't farm. Well, actually, you can farm faster. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Sorry. I don't remember what game it was last series that we had that OD blink into a Chrono. It was his teammate.
Oh, no.
Someone is 0.
Yeah. It was actually IGV. Flyby was playing Void. Sakata blinked into the Chrono.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, I mean him like dodging a Chrono will blink.
Oh,
you think that's gonna
that's
happen?
pretty likely. I find that very likely.
All right, Ehome on the move. Echo Slam still on cooldown, but remember this ward that was giving them a lot of issue last game? They got this one. Ooh, the Fissure given away, but looks like it should be enough. Yeah.
Homie was just trying to get some efficiency going from camp to camp.
Okay.
Can't do that. Can't do that when this ward's around on the map.
Oh, they're gonna go into Rosh. That is the one other thing that Visage give you. Quick Roshan early on. Solar Crest, birds.
They're gonna trade bot tier 1 for it. That's absolutely worth it. Especially because both the mid lane and the top lane are pretty heavily pushed, that they could convert this Aegis into a tower kill as well.
Tier 1 for Roche, one of the most classic trade. Okay, at least Omni-Knight got the heal off, but now Clockwork.
Yeah, right before.
Ooh, nice 2-man hook, 2-man cog as well, but everyone jumps out of it. RP, looks like it did hit on the, hit on one, and now CTY, looks like they can get right click down as well. They don't get the trade, they lose the tower, and looks like they will lose the Roshan as well. They buy back the Omni-Knight, coming back in, alright. 11 doing some work, and now the birds on Sakata Chronosphere. Really good one. Nice push away here on Tyrion. And now on the right side here, Innocence extremely tanky thanks to his cloak, and now it's going on the flyby on the right side. Clock's gonna go down. They got the Koi on flyby. Flyby is gonna take him down, or get taken down as well. Good buyback here from Fabian. And now there's gonna be another buyback from Clockwork. Blink Echo on 2. Check Totem. And now they're gonna go on 1 kill. Can they get off the second kill? Dogfight's in there, but this is gonna be a dieback as they struggle to kill anybody. 4 kills on Old Chicken. Visage, I want to check damage output right now. Visage, 5 position, did the most damage in that team fight. Whew.
That was nerves of steel coming out of Ehome, because OD had buyback available, but Fabian went for the buyback. they recovered the Roche pretty well, because right now IGV don't have as much easy damage, and even though Super has a medallion, it's not as much as the Solar Crest to drop down the armor, even with presence of the Dark Lord on SF. So they weren't able to go for the finish, and then after that you're still kind of in the fight because you don't want to give it back to you right after you just killed like 3 of their heroes and forced out a buyback. But really smart positioning from Faith Beyond to come back and fight and face this void. Only was able to chrono the Visage, and after that it was all over for IGV. Well, now Visage is in a strange spot.
Yeah. There you go.
Dire's top tower is under
Oh,
Right away,
familiar.
yeah, it's done.
Ooh.
Visage is surprisingly tanky, like in a 1v1 situation. And it seemed like, oh, you know, he got chrono and the void should kill him very quickly. Like, he didn't even come close to killing him. So, I think that was just a big whiff by the void.
Yeah, again, sometimes it comes down to just having multiple damage instances to be able to burn off that Gravekeeper smoke. Something like a diffusal blade might not be bad void.
Sure.
But for right now, he does not do the damage.
I think he really needs to rely more on a team like, you know, Kofi being the big one, or Chilling Touch.
BKB has been completed on Cicada's Shadow Fiend, so he's gonna have a little bit more survivability specifically against this OD. Thing is that he needs to hope that he gets it off before this Earthshaker Terran is able to initiate, because right now Shaker's been getting some pretty godlike slams so far.
Yeah. It really helps that Ehome has a ton of heroes that you gotta watch out for. I mean, pretty much everybody on Ehome is a threat when it comes to initiation or just having the raw nuke damage. Visage, I think, working towards a Rod of Atos. Almost done. With it. Dogfights. Breaks the smoke.
Fire does not want to jump randomly uphill.
Oh, Echo Slam again.
Void.
Oh, that RP!
Silence.
He thought about it, and now he just straight up dies as a free +1. Meanwhile, looks like CTY's in there. Okay.
Oh, the hook!
The creep. That was a Bobo creep, man. He might die. No, he has Astro. Astro's himself. He's alive.
Oh my god, he's not even gonna lose the Aegis.
Yep. Now he gets healed back up. He's going right in. He's got the hammer. Is he gonna use it? No, Astro again. Jabaited. Dogfight.
Wait up the BKB.
Okay, now they TP him right to the bird. Dogfight will die to a soul assumption. BKB is running out. Puck moving forward. Coil is available. Aegis will trigger. They got the Astro to cancel the TP. Ehome running all over IGV, and that's gonna be yet another kill. Tsunami, I think we're gonna game 3, man.
I think we are. That was a series of unfortunate events for IGV. It wasn't so much that Magnus was thinking about the RP, he was going for it, but the nuke damage from the silent that was meant for Void ended up stopping the interrupting the cast animation of that RP. So he went down promptly after jumping in, and then I don't know what CTY was up to or how he managed to survive that, but that one range creep pretty much saved his Aegis for the first few seconds of that fight, and after that, why not go for the fight? The rest of your team is turning around after killing Void and Magnus, which means that you don't need to worry about Chrono, you don't need to worry about RP. The rest of IGB is free pickings after that.
Did you see if OD had an arcane rune during that fight? It felt like he kept Astro. Okay, I was like,
I think he did.
Yeah, those Astro are coming off cooldown a little bit too fast.
Yeah.
And I guess that was one of the reasons why he went so aggressive. Because when you have an arcane rune, but you have Blink, Force Staff, Astro, right? Aren't you just like completely unkillable?
Dude, so are you telling me that Aghanim Scepter OD is viable? Getting charges for Astral? Is that the secret?
Oh, I've definitely seen it before.
OD?
Yeah, you could. I mean, the downside is that if you use the Astral offensively, then you can't use it for yourself. So, I mean, he probably won't go for it.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Then there you go. No, he's not gonna go for it. But I think the item is underrated a little bit.
It's less meme than one would imagine.
Oh man, Sakata, he is dead.
Yep. On point.
Terran has been crushing it on the Shaker.
Yeah, man. SRF trying to pour it out, and now, oh, the bird following it up.
TP.
All right, well, he is He is done so.
Yep. No point bothering TV is now Fate Beyond. Solo
Ice Blast
Chrono.
coming in. It will miss.
Oh no, it's not on point.
Oh, okay.
He's dead.
That
Nice
took way
mana
more.
burn from the cogs.
That took way more than necessary.
You take what you can get as IGV right now.
But here's the thing,
It's
Chrono's
just
down,
one.
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, I know, but like, they're the waves are sufficiently pushed out, and Ehome does not want to have to take a fight without having a Guardian Angel.
yep. So I mentioned earlier that Visage goes for Aghanims if your team isn't a good pushing lineup, which if you kind of look at what Ehome's got, they got OD as a pushing hero, so this is really the precise item build that he should go for. I think I would prefer the Force Staff over the Rod of Atos, but either way, it's just good stuff.
Yeah, I still would have preferred the Force, but he wants to be pretty independent. He doesn't want to have to rely on his team. There's no dogfights. They don't have any vision. Oh.
Looks like it was a little bit of awkward blink here from OD.
Well, this ward just countered out a high ground observer here.
Yeah.
And so they were like, well, someone is, at least like 2 or 3 people are up here. But still, it's pretty ballsy going in for initiation right after you lose vision.
Might be one of those things that you're feeling yourself a little bit, yeah.
Gem on puck.
And this puck's been rich.
Yes, he has.
I mean, it's a mid puck, so it's more farm than what you normally see these days.
True.
But still.
But it was a mid puck against an SF who was doing pretty dominant against this
Yeah.
puck.
Curious to see what OD is going to get as well. I like to see something like an armor item. I heard Echo Slam going somewhere. It's going to be on an AA. That
Now
seems like a little bit overkill. Flyby.
T onto the familiar. They see the flyby, they have the gem.
Yeah, they're nuking him down, but they don't have the burst damage. Chrono, he's thinking about it, and he's out of there. Meanwhile, on the back line here,
Nice RP.
well, RP gets a couple, but Fissure even a little bit better, and Flyby trying to get off the Chrono. He's going to just die to the birds. Meanwhile, it looks like it's going to be Fate Beyond pushing the bottom lane. He's going to be hitting the tier 3s. If they could get some TP cancel here, that's going to be huge here. SRF is going to make it home. I don't think Puck had it. Oh, Puck had Yules.
Yeah, Yules.
Couldn't actually give vision.
Man, that was such a sick RP, but so well reacted by Ehome. The Fissure just blocks off that little bit of cast animation so that the RP wore off, and then after that, Void was just like, well, I don't know. Oh, Yules cancel on Clockwork.
Yep.
He's going to go down in this top lane.
Easy takedown here as well. Item flying in for OD. I'd like to see him go armor. Is that armor items?
Yeah,
Not sure.
Shiva's Guard would be nice.
Yeah. I mean, he
Shiva's Guard would be really good.
pretty much only dies to like Chrono and right clicks from the Shadow Fiend, right? Okay, the birds are coming in. The birds are dropped, and now, ooh, okay, BKB's gonna get used right now here on the Shadow Fiend. Innocence looks like he'll die very quickly. He does resummon the birds though, and now OD jumps back out. Shadow Fiend looking for the Requiem.
Oh my god.
I know these already
this
out.
boy wants to Chrono so bad, but he can't ever get anyone.
OD's got Arcane Orb, or Arcane Rune. Sorry, again.
Yeah, he's blinking and slamming.
Man, this Faceless Void is being juggled around like a ping pong ball in these fights.
No, I would be furious right now. Because that OD should have been dead. I had all of the positioning ready for just one quick time walk, but first Puck silences with the Waning Rift, then after that immediately follows up the Yules, just wastes 2.5 more seconds, and then did go for a Dream Coil, but it didn't connect on Flyby, but still it was enough to save the OD.
Yep. I want to point out that HYM is finishing up a Shadow Blade as well, so if you think that he's a menace, he will continue to do so. Has a 15 talent of plus 50 damage, which amplified by the enchant totem that's like plus 200 damage. Seems legit.
Oh man, he really wants someone to farm this top creep wave, but right now IGV are just 5-man jungling as they systematically deward their entire jungle so that they can get a safe smoke off.
Did they get a
And it's
gem
like-
or something? No, it looks like they're just
No, it's just a bunch of sentries. Yeah. And then Visage puts up his favorite ward. Dude, this ward.
Oh
The
no.
name of the game is how they kill off the.
AA, his smoke popped immediately and he just dies. And now SRF, okay, pops a shrine. Don't think the Radiant team want to fight into that.
They're still staying here though.
Roshan is gonna get soured. Oh man, it's gonna come back right now.
It's almost max duration, so they're bound to check it now.
All right, did you see it?
Chrono is up, RP is up, Ice Blast won't be up for 10 seconds, and that should be enough time. They won't be able to get this Roche that fast, so I don't think Ehome can just go into this. They need to either find a pick or just dedicate like a few heroes outside the pit.
They are up by 16 gold, but I think there is a possibility that IG could just win a team
16
fight.
gold is not
16k gold, sorry. I mean, they still have the Wombo combo, but it seems like IGV does not want to challenge it.
I can't even believe there's not an Ice Blast being sent into the pit right now.
I don't think they
have a Clockwork Flare.
Bro, they did
And
yeah.
Ehome are like terrified now, but there's no reaction.
Oh, it's gonna be a big problem, but now OD has Aegis and a Scythe and the cheese.
And cheese. Just slap another arcane rune on him and he can basically 1v5. Actually, no, he doesn't have a BKB, so he can't 1v5 quite yet, but...
When he blinks in and hexes your face is void, what do?
Cry.
Pretty much.
Oh, will the familiar get the deny on this bot tower?
Nice.
Big plays.
So far, this gem on the puck has been super effective.
Yeah, it really has. It's not often that you'd see... Well, I guess mainly part of the reason was because Void went for this Shadow Blade. So it was like double efficacy. Not only are you going to be able to get rid of all these wards, but you're also going to be able to find this initiation because Void did not go for that Blink Dagger that so often seems to be the initiation item of choice.
I think Shadow Blade's better. I mean, maybe not in this game because he's getting countered really hard, but in general, you want a little bit of damage.
Yeah, mainly because the only reason I think it's better this game is because he should be having a Magnus to be the one initiating.
Right.
So if your Magnus is the one with the blink power, then you can get away with just having Shadow Blade follow up. But Magnus has not been really finding that many RPs, and that's not any fault of SRF. He just has not been given the opportunities by Ehome.
Okay, well, he's looking for one right now. SRF moves forward.
No vision though.
Dogfights, Hex, Fissure, and SRF does not want to spend the RP to save.
Void is feverishly pushing out this bot lane with the time that he has. Oh, he's going for the full siege creep. Oh, he sees all of Radiant dead, so yeah. They're gonna go for high ground.
Alright, Visage Birds, 3 of them, flying in mid. It's gonna be a slow push until the birds are in.
Pew pew.
RP, Hex immediately, so no skewer backwards, and now the birds are coming in. They stun up the Shadow Fiend. The BKB now gets activated, trying to kill Innocence, but he's actually not doing any damage. Chronosphere is going to be on top, and now it hits 3. Pretty good stuff. Still focusing on the Visage, but he tanks through all of it, and now the BKB ends. Sakata gets focused, Hammer gets dropped. Nobody dies, because you don't focus the Visage. Somebody translate.
Rod of Atos, Solar Crest Evasion.
Somebody translate Gravekeeper Cloak to Chinese and send it to my man Sakata, because, or not Sakata, Flyby. Oh my god.
What else is he gonna do though? I mean, he had his BKB duration, but whoever you go on is going to get astraled.
No, the OD got caught. The OD got caught.
Didn't even care. That wasn't after the chrono, but like for the first, I guess like. After the time walk in, Magnus died, and then Faceless Void was like, I'm just gonna hit whoever I can hit.
Yeah.
Innocence was the closest person, and CTY was like, that's cool. you can hit my Visage. I'm not even gonna bother astraling. Then the Chrono came out and CTY did get caught.
Yeah.
But then the lowest target was still the Visage. So
I mean-
either you go for a max health OD or you go for a half HP Visage.
Half HP Visage is actually tankier than a full HP. I'm not kidding. When you have 20, like when you have 17 armor, a ton of evasion, and the cloak.
Well, you don't know how many cloak stacks he had at that
Yeah,
point.
well, look at how much damage he took. Like, the Requiem.
It may have been evasion. You never know.
The Requiem did choke off a couple layers of that cloak, but yeah.
It's a good draft by Ehome, that's for sure. I was a little bit I won't say I was skeptical, but these were not meta picks. Like, we have not seen Visage a single time throughout these qualifiers. We have not seen Omni Knight a single time throughout these qualifiers. And honestly, I don't really know how effective the Omni Knight has been. He went for an Aghanim Scepter Blink. So that seems like two contradictory items. As the slam comes out, 100 seconds, GG instantly called.
All right. Good thing we paused for that.
I'm glad we did. Super.
Oh.
Aw, the hammer's so close. Wow. Game 3 en route as Ehome.
It was definitely the Visage. I don't think IGV was prepared. I mean, think.
Size, but that's another Rax. To all chat, the Roshan time. That's how bad things are getting.
A soldier's fortune.
Oh my god. This is so funny, dude. They can't kill the Trias. There's so many Trias. They actually like are just colliding with each other and can't all hit the objective. I mean, that's not a good sign for the Radiant.
Still can't believe that Ice is 2, 9, and 8. Wait, does he have the most deaths in the game? He must have.
right, so let's see. They're gonna do some backdoor math again here. Look, they're pushing. Look at this. He's sneaking top. They're pushing the wave bottom. These guys are practicing their ratting here. I'm just gonna watch this little shield here. Oh, sneaking by. Oh my god, dude, this is so. And there goes the backdoor. Hello.
Glyph is forced. So backdoor gets disabled here. They still find Mushi though. Great initiation. Jump in.
Back bottom.
Bottom lane. What's happening? Tier 3. One hit away. We're gonna leave it. Denied by EE. There we go. There we go. Nicely done, Eternal Envy. Well played. Sick move.
Grants do not break backdoor. All right, this caster is not an idiot. That is not how it works. I can tell you guys that. Man, why is SC chat always the one that flames so hard?
It did work at one point. There were loads of, like, there's been loads of weird backdoor bugs though. Remember, like relocating one of your creeps into here, into the freaking jungle to hide it. Was it Prophet Treants, but also like illusions, like randomly illusions at one point used to break backdoor. Just backdoor has been buggy as hell for the entirety of its existence. Get in there, Trent. Get him. Get him.
Just trying to teach them.
They appreciate it, I'm sure.
Talk more about backdoor, please. I mean, it's the most important thing in this game.
Oh, Jabs misses his crush. That could have been a good go, but now he puts himself in the firing line as Excalibur comes in. Shivers Guard through onto the StarLadder. Soul Assumption and the birds. There we go. Kill him off. He's down, but it's Ice in the back. The duel is happening somewhere. I want to watch this Prophet fall, though. DJ and Ohio pairing up to take him down. The fight in the back. Moon gets the kill with Mushi, helping out onto Excalibur, but they can't chase onto anyone else, I don't think. Even though DJ has the amp damage on him, they've got to deal with the Observer Ward, also the little boars and the familiars flapping around and trying to cancel their blink initiations. An interesting move.
A lot of Gales, I guess, because of the Octarine core.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know. It's weird. Doesn't feel like a very effective build. I'm curious. I would love to ask EE as to why. I mean, at this point, I think it's because he's just like so invested. It feels like one of those fallacy things, where you you don't leave the baseball game even though it sucks because you paid for the ticket, whatever that thing's called. The sunken cost fallacy. That's the one. And that's what it feels like right now with his build, right? Because you feel like you probably just need like a Maelstrom and some shit, dude. But he's like, well, I've already bought Blink Eggs. Probably need Octarine core because that fits the items I have. But
yeah,
at least that's how I feel about it. That's what it looks like.
He just has to keep on pushing through, just trucking forward with this build.
God, aren't you glad you're watching Dota, not baseball? What a boring sport.
But where did that come from? But yeah, yes.
Sunken, I don't know. It's always the example of the sunken cost fallacy that I see.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
A baseball game that's like, yeah, you know what? I should leave baseball. All right, they're trying to roach. Hawk is probably scanning this. Yeah, you can see this far. Oh, by Hawk.
For me, the biggest sunken cost fallacy in Dota is when, the Roshan is in the window of respawning and you sit in the Roshan pit as a support and you're like, well, I've stayed here for 20 seconds. I may as well stay for 5 more, 10 more seconds, 30 more seconds. And you just keep on wasting time and time and time. Just, Roshan's going to be up soon. There's no point really waiting around for all of that time. But there's going to be the battle around the pit at this point with Fnatic vying for control. They need Roshan. They need Aegis. If they don't get this, they pretty much lose the game. If Maneska get it, they pretty much win the game.
Yeah, I would agree. And there is a Hawk kind of really sneakily inside the rock. You can just barely see the wing flapping, but nope, they see it. Ninja Boogie too good.
And Mushi absolutely annihilates it. Roshan, Aegis, Cheese, both picked up, and Fnatic, this is really going to be a disastrous couple of 5 minutes.
They have no Quelling Blades or Force Staffs on the Radiant, and we haven't seen this in a while, but it's the Octarine Nature's Prophet, so he is the Infinite Sprout. Not that he's really had a chance to use it, but that could actually be pretty important in one of these fights. They have axes, right, for the Beastmaster. That's it.
Yeah, you're right, that is it. I mean, Beastmaster had a Quelling Blade at one point, but I assume he must have sold it. That's gone now.
I missed that. I mean, back when Sven was meta during the days of the Octarine Prophet shenanigans, because people would try and pick Svens and AMs into it to try and stop people from doing that build, but sometimes it was still good. And then you watch them just get permanently sprouted.
Peter.
Yeah, that's the original, guys.
Radiant are scanning.
What is it? 6-second duration? 6-second cast time. Or cooldown rather. 6-second cast time. That would be. We need a skill with a 6-second cast time. That would be impressive if you landed.
I mean, epicenter feels like it has a 6-second cast time because you have to take your hands off the keyboard and like, no, don't cancel the epicenter. I need to blink after this. What is the skill with the longest, like channeling before it starts or cast time? I don't know. Well, Fnatic, don't leave your base, my friends. DJ is the only one that can seriously move forward by any measurable distance, but there is a gem over on Jabs. DJ looping in behind here potentially, but the Mineski guys, they're going to show down on the bottom lane. The duel comes in with a static storm and down goes Excalibur. Immediately destroyed. Another one falls. It's Ohio. Beastmaster on with no buyback. And now what do? You buy back the Visage. The glyph is forced here. Envy, he has to blink ulti. He does. The Gale lands in onto the Clinks, but he has Aegis and Cheese. This is a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. Top lane, Ice takes down the melee racks there. 2 full lanes gone. You look for the third. The 4th staff comes through, but Mushi, he has a second life. He's fine. He'll come back up and he'll be able to eat another one of these creeps with a death pact in just a little bit. Look for the megas. Who cares about megas? Ice is taking tier 4s. Nature's Prophet just ripping away, killing off these towers. Fnatic, how do you can't, right? This is over. You can't hold. Nice 2-man stun. This maybe is where you go for the Hex. Into the damage. You kill the Legion. Jabs now being chased away. Ninja Boogie
hitting the buildings.
Retreats out.
Oh, they got him. He actually couldn't hit that building. They stunned him up.
And Mushi was behind. Oh wow, Mushi was in behind.
Oh, is Ice going in? He's going in.
One hit.
Oh no, he went too far though. Oh, he got
Well, Excalibur gets a triple kill with a buyback. Oh wait, Envy, hang on. Where did they die? Miles away. In base. One of them died in base. The gem's dropped though. That's a gem down. Jabs loses it.
1 ranged Rex.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It just, once his profit's up, it just feels impossible. He is Necronomicon. He is Refresher. He is Octarine Core. It's like, they haven't even a ward in your base, dude. They know. You thinking about leaving. All they need is 1 lane to get here.
DD rune down at bottom. DJ pings it out, and Excalibur will go get it. What's this going to net them? Maybe a couple of buybacks, but it's got to be all in. It has to be all in from Fnatic. They have their ultis pretty much ready to go. Excalibur doesn't have a resummon of the birds, though, unfortunately. Oh, try and shove into tier 3. There's Ice. He buys back. He'll likely just go TP to a lane. I don't think him sticking around and defending here is going to do too much without the rest of his team.
What they've been waiting for, though.
He is just hanging around. Tier 3 falls. Fnatic, they're going for it. Tier 4.
You have to go.
You have to go in. Plague Ward's getting placed down. This is all or nothing for Fnatic. Mineski have to defend their base, though. It's not as easy as it looks. There's the Blink with the Gale and the Poison Nova now being thrown out onto Jabs. The Roar comes through onto Nana. They've caught the Legion Commander with a Hex down onto her as well. She's dropping low, being brought down. There goes the Legion. Has a buyback. Excalibur, he is not going to be as lucky. Oh, he's actually healed up. He pops the grave as well. Still alive.
The creeps are in the base, though. They can't loop now.
Turns back to fight, but they've lost so much here. Fnatic buyback on the Veno. Pylite and Excalibur have to run away. Body blocked by a million treants now as more come out. Ice has an entire army. The menagerie is here. The birds, they're taking down the tier 4. The throne's in trouble. Oh, this could be good. Fnatic, are they actually doing this? They're going to be able to bring down Mushi. He's being forced out the way. He is going to survive for a little bit longer, but now he dies after taking down the Beastmaster. But the throne is falling. Another ulti from EE. EE is doing it. No freaking way. A Fnatic managed to pull this off. The throne is dead. What? What the
YOLO
hell did we just watch?
down mid.
What did we just watch?
They waited the whole time for the YOLO down mid, and it worked. I'm impressed.
Trent?
They threw. I mean, think about it. If they just got that range racks, they would have had megas, and that's way harder. Like trying to fight inside that base against megas was
30 seconds to battle.
Well, both teams are just. I say Storm Spirit starts.
These guys gonna get back here.
Ooh, they're going to go back up their high ground. Drow Ranger.
By the way, this is an offlane Drow.
Offlane Drow Ranger? Dead Drow Ranger, more like.
Alright, go for the runes. Go for the runes this on top. TP their Fabian. No, he didn't get TP gold. Wait,
so what exactly is happening?
So HYM got this.
No, I don't care about that. I'm caring about, like, why are all these weird heroes playing all these weird players all the way around? But you know what I mean.
I think it might be Fabian fuck. So then they just, I mean, you say he's
the old chicken doesn't play Storm. Is that what you were getting at?
Maybe CTY. No, have you seen? Okay, old chicken definitely plays Storm, but I think CTY might be a better Storm player, so they put him on that.
Okay.
And then the
fun.
Fuck's fine. I think the most important is Fabian. I don't think he plays.
Drow Ranger.
Yeah. No, it doesn't play.
I mean, he does play. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they just
fine.
Throw her there.
Well, I think Ehome is okay with this because Drow Ranger is not gonna have a tough time here. If she was against Doom, then things may get a little bit tricky. Nice block after the time walk comes out. Fly by. Oh, he's chewing his way through. Oh, he's chewing, and he's dead.
Alright, I didn't see the tune. Sorry.
It was just a bunch of tangos being used. Well, Drow Ranger's pretty good.
Drow's doing great. Storm is doing great. Hulk is doing great.
Easy 2-1 for Ehome as new. Aggressive time walk in. Terran getting low. He's gonna go down.
Yo, Dogfight survives barely, and now they're gonna go on in.
Second point time dilation. You crazy for this one?
Yeah, I mean, I think that made a difference.
What? What if he got a bash? That would have also made a difference.
I mean, he's not gonna bash. Who do you think he is? Shadow? Come on.
Jaren is still happy. She didn't die, so things are still going fine. The only reason he lost that is because Precision Aura was down. Yeah, of course. Exactly. If Jara's happy, everyone's happy because everyone's getting 5 damage right now.
Just fine.
Oh, it'll get bigger. Don't you worry. Sakata is already having a tough time with just the 5.
I am surprised that he's not leading a Remnant more, but there you go.
Yeah, he's got his bottle completed. He can afford to play pretty aggressive. I don't know what you go for as DK in this situation. He's going for a bottle, and I don't really know if that's the best option for him.
What do you suggest?
I've seen a lot of luck with like other regen items, like a soul ring on DK. Yes, you do lose HP whenever you go for the mana, but it's a nice middle ground between a mana item and an HP regen item.
A lot more on your fire. Less
exactly. Now, Bro Strike is gonna come in on. Oh, what a silence on Faith Beyond top lane. He's gonna skip him.
Only level 1 on it. And Faith pop the fairy fountain. Not gonna be enough to survive. Super though. Take right. No fissure. He's gonna have to walk off. Oh, and it is. I think if he goes on magic stick and auto, he'll be fine slain.
I suppose. I mean, he did go for the bottle, and he's just gonna be crowing all day long.
That's fine, dude.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Drow Ranger's a little less happy now, but I like Faith Beyond's decision to go for an early point in silence. Against a tri-lane, it's so important, and against a Void, even just solo, it's very important.
Yeah, it gives you the opportunity on Void reports, and we saw saying stuff just now, so good stuff. By the way, have you ever seen the Drow talent increase? Level 25, the plus 100 knockback.
There was one game in which I saw it, and it worked against her actually, if I recall, because they took the talent and then it kept shoving enemies out of her attack range. I want to know is why isn't Fabian getting an Orb of Venom? Because that just seems to be the meme these days. Is I'm playing range, gotta get Orb of Venom.
That is true. I'm sure Puck's got one. Checking.
Yeah, where's Puck?
Got
Yep.
it.
And Phase Boots en route after completing this Soul Ring almost. And SRF is getting zoned pretty heavily. 8-0 against 27-13 Puck. Holy crap, I did not think it was going to be this one-sided.
Drought.
Aura. He even got the Satyr. That's the dream creep in the off situation.
I don't know, man. Maybe you need a bird for that extra.
Well,
armor.
maybe he needs to go top because Dogfights is going for the old wraparound.
Okay.
There's no points in Gravekeeper's Cloak, so Innocence is kind of squish.
The building. Where are you
True.
at?
Back off. +1 armor. He's getting the other two for badly, as now Doom dies to a Fissure Block.
Good stuff.
This stuff. He's getting experience in the offline at least. But SRF, I mean, in game 1 and game 2, we saw how much he was just like, I don't want to have to lane against someone. I'm going to go cut the creep wave. And here, in his worst matchup possible, he is actually laning. He isn't juggling at all. Now, Flyby gets the kill on Faith Beyond the top lane. CTY is rotating.
Here. Jumps in. Looks
There's
for a
no
little bit more.
vortex.
Magic stick. Good. And here survive. Locked down. The storm right could take him down. Dogfights will break right through the trees and super home. So not the worst considering that both Puck and Storm came in. The chicken's not done though. It's like remember my 12-0 and 16 from last
back.
Count is still king. Now 15-0 and 17. Whatever it is.
It was a good decision by Faith Beyond to go to the mid lane. DD rune was picked up by the Dragon Knight, and so if no one showed up back here, he was going to take this tower for free. He's keeping the creeps in the tower AoE, which is surprising, but I guess it aggroed to DK anyway. It still takes it down to like a quarter HP. Why is he aggroing these creeps so much? Oh, he wanted himself. Get him in the mid lane. Yeah.
It's missing every faster. Feels bad, man. Not a
Faith Beyond, Power Range is a hard enough hero to play if you do have experience with the hero.
dude, this is some serious CN low moment right now.
It's not easy, dude.
Can I hit level 1? Can I just
He should get experience for denying his tower.
You get experience for killing a tower. I don't see why not.
No, they took it away. You don't get experience for towers anymore.
Gosh, bad.
I don't know. Even though it was like a 25 XP bounty or something. Well, Doom is now level 6, so he wants to party. He's got Tranquil Boots. He does not have a Wind Lace, but he's going for the drum eventually, and he's going to be zooming. Most likely a Drow Ranger's face.
Aaron chilling on the bottom side. That's the story. I think they're looking for +1. I like Doom, especially when he chooses up 5 like that.
Yeah, he has 41 HP regen per second right now, so that's not going to happen. Sakata has Dragon Form in 5 seconds. I think they just let this tower go.
And start jungling for some time. I wonder if he wants
For this defense.
Power Rangers. No, he's gonna get stunned right after the quick wave, but they're gonna throw everything on the Sand King.
Night silence.
Sorry, Sand King, I meant Dragon Knight.
Oh,
SRF.
enchant full. Oh,
Don't need to.
but super meanwhile. But is that an Ice Blast? No, there's no Ice Blast. Oh, Chrono was used. They got to go on the Drow mid. But it's all good. She was alive the entire time while that was happening. She just died at the end. She did her job. She provided damage to her allies.
Pretty sure this driver pushes 8.
Yeah. I mean, their whole team is base. Nice deny on the mid lane. Slowing down that attack speed of Void. The Shaker walked in and he was just like, I know you want to Dragon Tail me, so just do it. And as soon as that Dragon Tail comes out, then Storm Spirit's like, alright, well, all your stuns are gone. I guess I can do whatever I want now.
And he moved like away from the Doom was the threat.
Yeah, Doom was on the left side of the tower and the entire fight was taking place on the right side. Same thing with Sand King. He was about to go for a Burrow Strike, but Wayne Rift cut him off. He was getting a little bit greedy. He was hoping for a multi-hero Burrow Strike, but old has 3 points Waning Rift, so that silence lasted quite a while. They want vengeance. SRF smoked up, has him again. Well, not again, but he has it for the first time.
Gonna get want to one. He's standing right under his, so they see him. Human. Yeah, they probably don't even need here. Here, Atheon going right for the void. Does he have pull of it? He doesn't. He jumps up and gets a ton of HP back. Still, Bot tanking it up. Kill it.
Burrow in seconds. Oh, he's for it. Oh no. Vision from the illusory orb. Dodge is all out of mana. Yeah. I respect the maneuver, but CTY, I don't think it was intentional that he was body blocking, but he did body block. So there was like a few seconds where Sand King lost a little bit of ground on the Drow Ranger, and then that max range Burrow Strike did not pan out. Ooh, and guess what? Innocence has finished level 6 and make you struggle. He has familiars.
Alright.
And Drow Ranger is providing a fat 25 damage bonus right now.
I hope Faithman remembers to turn on his thing during fights.
Oh, he's spamming it. Dude, he's an offline player. It's not a carry player. A carry player will just zone in and completely forget about everything. But Faithman is probably spending more time watching his team than he is himself. That's why he keeps dying.
Alright. I'm sure that's fine.
That is why.
Can we give Faithman like starter?
No one is allowed to pick StarLadder anymore.
Yes.
Apparently.
Ooh. Dragon form with the arcane ribbon. Feels good.
It's great. I don't know if they can fit the star though. Sure. Yeah, they're
Dragon
gonna back
has
off.
10-minute power shots.
Yeah. Wisely, Puck and Earthshaker back away the hell out. Chrono is up, fly high.
Yeah,
Yes.
they need to get this. They can't just let the storm, whatever. Just essentially free farm. Just send a few men, go void it on the storm and get them.
Oh, Innocence. See now, 1 game ago, Flyby would have totally gone for the kill, but he knows what Visage is capable of defensively, so he's like, yeah.
You read the patch.
Oh, but his familiars. One of them dies.
I mean, this
Dragon's not pushing. It's a big problem.
Drow's not pushing. Drow's not pushing.
Oh, it's not.
Don't. I'm kidding.
Are you kidding?
No, not kidding.
How can you justify that?
You see Drow in this position a lot, right? Strong at the beginning stage. Yeah, sure. If she's having a good game and snowballing, she can push. But any other hero could do that.
No, because Dragon deals. Oh my god, Echoes just straight up silence.
Oh.
Fissure was a little too late. It's only 2 points in Aftershock. It's not a very long situation.
She's great at pushing the late game once you basically kill buildings.
I don't agree with that. I mean, yes, she is great at that, but she's a great pusher early on. As soon as you hit level 6 for marksmanship, if you are left alone in a lane, you will take a tower, because she's able to siege it so easily with precision, or her range creeps are doing a ton of damage as Mud Golem creeps, and they see super, super, rip.
I mean, you're essentially saying that any carry hero left alone in the lane can push.
No, but I'm saying Drow does it much better. Do you see how much damage she has right now? She has an Aquila and Strength Tread, and she's dealing like 160 damage right now.
Okay, I'll give you
No
that.
carry deals that much damage at 13 minutes.
Sure, she's really good at that, but generally people don't let her stay in the lane and push her alone, right?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. That situation up top, IGB were 5 men grouped up in the Radiant jungle, and it was Storm who was pushing aggressive, which he can get away with that because he's a Storm, but Drow Ranger wasn't even like creating pressure anywhere on the map.
Exactly, I think you just see why Drow has such a hard time pushing early on. You can technically do a lot of building damage, but if you ever step up building, then you're in trouble. She gets items for Staff Pike or
Shadowblade.
Isn't that good of a pointer.
Well, then we'll see if Faith Beyond starts changing his strategy once this Shadowblade comes out. He could use that for initiation purposes against the Void, or he can use it to push and farm aggressively, which is how I think he should be using it. Because IGV, like this Sand King, he's a while away from his blink, And I think that's her biggest concern is a Blink Burrow Strike.
Yep.
Void, yeah, sure, he can jump in, but more often than not, you can silence him before he gets the Chrono off. And the Doom is not... Oh, he is going for a Blink Dagger, as then they initiate on
Get a
him.
Burrow Strike on the mid lane, or is the Doom dead? Gonna be close.
dead.
No uphill misses. Quick kill, and back they go. Yeah, I really like
Shadow activated.
I really like the Shadow Blade choice this game because it allows you to aggressively gank the Faceless Void as well. Apart from all the defensive things that you could do with it as well.
Right. Innocence is tanking Roche like a boss.
Chilling on the right side, almost finishing his Blink Dagger. I'm sure the Roshan bonus go would help.
Yeah, Ehome are hitting their timings much quicker. Old Chicken has vision of this DK, coils him up. In comes the Storm Spirit.
Yep.
In comes the Familiars.
He's got Bloodstone already online with the Aegis. 2 Bloodstone charges, in addition to the first that he got. IGV. Ice Blast, maybe a little bit late. He needs to do this. Is that the first of the game?
Yes, it is.
Yes. I
He
mean,
didn't use
it's the late
Scorched
Blink
Earth.
Dagger, but I think if you're
Was
Ehome,
Scorched
you're
Earth
happy.
down or something? Was Scorched Earth down at the moment? Because he didn't use it. That's a lot of damage.
Well, I think they needed to cancel TP, right?
Oh, right.
It was teleporting out. I'm not sure if you
Yeah,
know the
yeah.
beginning.
No, I didn't see it initially. It's now mid lane Chronosphere on the Drow Ranger, but a long leap in from Storm. 2
Hold up.
leaps.
Give me them juicy Bloodstone charges. Oh,
Nice overload.
a walk away from explosion. So this is where Drow Ranger becomes insane, right? Where you win a fight, you just get buildings.
Yeah. She has pretty much no items, and she's increasing everyone's damage by 50 right now that she's hit her level 12 marksmanship. I'm actually kind of surprised that she went for this Morbid Mask. Usually in these ranged lineups with the Drow Ranger, you just go for pure Agi, so something like a Yasha. But she goes for a Morbid Mask, and now she's going for that Shadow Blade that we mentioned, and neither of those are Agi items, but I suppose that Faithbound's more concerned about his own survivability.
You see Mask of Death or Morbid Mask from time to time when she's forced to go jungle. Like, I think traditionally trialing against Drow Ranger a lot, push her to jungle pretty frequently, and then most players go light heal to essentially sustain jungle. I don't know how much she's jungle this game though.
Yeah, early on it was mainly used up by the Storm Spirit, but it still provides sustain later on. We saw her tanking Ancients and regenerating off of that.
Long ass jump. I get Doom here. Oh no, Doom's on cooldown. Right. He's good. 17 charges.
Man, he's racking these up. There's so much right-click damage. He's dealing like 190 right-click damage, and that's without any overload procs. Scan sees the flyby Void. Terran has his Blink Dagger.
Oh, and of course, same as last game. Nuke down.
Oh, Dream Coil randomly?
Oh.
Oh!
How he saw me, dude.
He didn't. It was pure game sense.
I think he might have seen him going into the trees. Fabian's gonna get stunned. Blink Dragon Tail. I'm gonna try to burn him down. Here comes the Storm Surge. The Gus is gonna be good. Oh, he walks right into Ice Blast. Feels bad. Meanwhile, though, on the left side, going for the Doom. Doom looks like Doom was already used.
Yeah, he used it on Shaker. A low ground. They are missing a lot of damage now that Drow Ranger's dead. So I don't think that they should keep pushing. Yeah, they're gonna back off. They still have a little bit of time left on this Aegis though. They have like a minute 45, so maybe they can let CTY push, but if they get aggressive, then Void still has Chrono, and Ice Blast is gonna be up in 5 seconds.
Well, the birds are gonna be pushing a little bit. Chrono's here. Alright, they got the illusion. Chrono's a Doom on itself. Oh my god, this is looking so bad. They pull up on the flyby as well. No silence on him. Meanwhile, the Dragonite taking a lot of damage on the
Drow Ranger's up, so everyone's about to get a whole bunch more damage.
TY out of mana completely. Dragon Form does run out, so but they lost Chrono. I think you can just go bottom and take both of those buildings if you're at home.
I think that is the plan. CTY is gonna get his Aegis regen very soon, so he doesn't even need to go back to base. And 18 Bloodstone charges at 19 minutes in the game. Oh, they see flyby. Oh man.
Yeah,
Another
dead.
Oh my god. That
Is he?
has to be. Oh, okay. Aegis claimed.
No problem.
Whatever. Hashtag worth. Dude, you've got to be like foaming at the mouth as a void this game.
Bottom lane, Drow Ranger. Do they have detection? No, no dust whatsoever. So Papillon's gonna be fine for now. I hope he doesn't pop out and try to go for this kill.
He's wise. Although dogfights, yeah, his burrow strike was on cooldown.
Storm is within the vicinity, so maybe they could go for it.
He could. And he has full everything, but it looks like he just wants to find a rune. You know what the synergy play is? You get a Dream Coil, and then you take that 25 talent. Yeah, there you go. And you break all the Dream Coils. You get Aghanim Scepter on Puck, and you get 25 on Drow Ranger with the Gust knockback. Oh, that's the play.
I think it might be good enough even without the knockback increase. But we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how they're standing, but the Gust knockback will definitely knock them out of the coil break.
I wonder if we're gonna ever see, well, not ever, but if we're gonna see Ag this game from Storm. It's always such a cool Ag, so we'll see.
Oh man, it is pretty cool, and it's competitively viable these days, as has been proven with his 25 talent.
It's generally seen as a 4th or 5th item. Now we're gonna see
exactly.
a big wrap around for HYM.
Yeah, it's just 2 supports. You can have them.
Well, just 2 supports killing your support. Alright.
Terran,
look at him hit.
I'll see you
Alright,
later.
like Kofi's actually doing a lot of work. Taking out the cloak. And they're gonna get them
and you and your familiars.
Okay. All run, micro it.
Well, they lost their final outer tower for that. I'm really liking Terran's Earthshaker. I think he's been one of the more entertaining Earthshakers I've seen in recent months.
Okay.
Oh, nice blink. Silence.
He blinks up. Oh.
Invisibility.
So what's the play for IGV? I think Doom needs to get an item. Ideally Blink Dagger, which he's very close to.
I think the only way they have a chance of winning this game is to fight them at the next Roshan. And hopefully things go well. I actually don't think they can win a fight. Like, this Storm is just so big. Maybe.
Well, if you can Doom him,
he has
can,
Lincolns
but he has
now.
Lincolns now.
So
yeah.
Doom needs Blink, and then he needs the Purge Creep.
A non-damage aura. Yeah, he needs the Purge Creep, or I guess the Mud Golem may be okay, since you can kind of break it randomly.
Yeah.
Oh, nice initiation.
Okay.
Onto a familiar,
The birds
I guess.
just took an Ice Blast. I'm not sure what that's about. But the birds are still alive, and now the Doom is alive.
Doom.
The bird damage, oh my goodness. Storm didn't even jump in for that extra charge of Bloodstone. Feels bad.
He doesn't need it. He's got creeps to farm in the meantime. What's he getting on the courier? Oh, okay.
I thought Ehome was gonna wait for Roche.
They don't really need to.
I guess not. I mean, like,
they have so much. Like, they barely committed anything, and they took the tower down to like a 3rd HP just off of familiars and precision aura.
Yep.
Now full Mask of Madness. Dude, this Drow Ranger has 0 agi items aside from Aquila and Treads, and still 52 damage. Actually, the damage is not really increased. I guess this is mainly all marksmanship, but still,
I think it's
ridiculous.
really more important to be alive than, like, have you seen Drow actually hit the building once this
bot
game?
lane. Old chicken. Oh, what a slam!
Oh, the Echo Slam TP out, and now eats the Doom. Storm says, thank you very much. I will now kill everybody. Sakata cannot arm the toggle. SRF should be fine. In fact, Kronos we're just gonna use.
Oh, he phased
most of that, but it looks like he should go down. No, somebody gave him Lincoln, sir. That was CTY giving his buddy a little bit of help. Not gonna be enough. Can he have enough regen? Innocence cutting them off on the back line. It's gonna be SRF. No more fire, so he goes out. These guys will get to live. Finally, Fabian not joining the fight, playing the best Drow Ranger ever. Just providing that damage.
Where are the familiars? Did they all die? I guess they all died. Oh yeah,
they
he
died
just respawned
pushing
them.
earlier.
Well, that's a worthy cause. Is now they're gonna commit again. Precision Aura is activated, so bye-bye tower. Drax is also dying very quickly.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Void does not have Chrono. He's acting like he does.
Or
but he
damage.
does not. Or damage. He has the same item build as his Drow Ranger, but guess what? You don't have a passive.
See TY going in, dodging some stuns.
Wow.
Nobody be stunning me first. You gotta find me, dude. Not found, dude. He's out. Innocence.
Ice Blast.
Okay,
not
runs
connect.
away. Cloak is melting very fast. Meanwhile, Blink Stun on the backside here onto Dragonite. CTY getting a little bit of mana back, but really not enough to do anything big. He's out going for the Dragonite. Dragonite gonna go down. Jumping forward onto
Nice
SRF.
2-0, bro.
That's gonna be another kill. Earthshaker is still somehow
Shaker
alive, bro.
lives.
Yes, he is gonna be alive. Great guts, and that's gonna prompt a GG. Ehome.
Ehome.
26 Bloodstone
Yes.
charges.
26 Bloodstone charges. And 10, 0, and 9 score. GG. Pretty slick. Pretty slick draft, seeing as how they basically went for the same thing as what they were trying to do in game 2, except swapping out the OD with the Drow Ranger, since Drow Ranger was banned in game 2, and IGV thought that they had the right answer with Doom, but then Doom got practically nothing done, so one of SRF's weakest performances, and I have no doubt that that kind of contributed to IGV's loss.